No curse.
All right. So God's gonna go the other way with the SDA brothers. Not a believer in the Huskar Slardar. Who knows? Let's find out as we head back to our commentary team for game number 2.
Thank you very much, Paul. Yes, I'm here with Black, and we're going to be taking you through game 2 of TNC versus OpTic Gaming. We have a Huskar, and how would you, out of 10, how good of a Huskar game is this ending up being?
All right. Huskar like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for a Huskar
Hero
game?
is probably like a 1 out of 10. So
Okay.
if you
do the math.
If you do the math, it's like 9 divided by 2, 4.5 out of 10. Doable, but rough.
Pycat at the start there, flaming Armel for only being able to give a 25 tip.
How do you increase your tip?
You've got to put more money into that battle pass.
So the higher you go, I've seen 200 tip max.
Yes, you have to have it nice and high. So Pycat doing Gaben's work there.
His leveling.
What level is Pycat?
Let's see. 680.
And what level is Armel?
18.
Level 18. Oh, Armel.
I can bet you though, if they make it to TI, he's gonna purchase those levels because he's getting it back.
I mean, at CCNC, he's losing the fight at the moment. He's level 13 on his ass. Come on, Quinn, step it up.
Yeah, that's pretty miserable.
Now let's have a look. The CCNC Huskar should be exciting. Pycat getting things up to start off with as they look towards Tims at the top rune. Two-man burrow strike comes out from Tims. Tims trying to run himself away. In fact, Pycat, he's going to be the one to potentially fall. He'll get a crush out. The right click's coming. He'll fight his way through the trees with the tango and get sent back. Pycat will not give away first blood. Tims thinks about coming close again, but does not go for it, as nobody will fall.
Was very close. He used his healing salve, though he buys one immediately from the bounty goal. So his aim won't really be affected. What did he just done? Oh, the Rubik.
Going back on PPD.
Yeah. Got Fate Ball level 1.
Oh.
I love it. Yeah, because of the
roll.
fight. Yeah. Very, very good. Much better than the lift.
Yeah, lift now was level 1 lift is not great nowadays, is it? Because of the nerfs.
Yeah, it is not great. So I wanted to snipe Furia, but barely missed on the way back. Their bank account.
Well, let's see. CCNC Huskar. I think this is the thing that all the boys and girls at home are going to want to be watching and preparing all their variety of emotes for this game.
So Huskar should crush this mid lane very badly. And then bot lane, the Lycan should... maybe like a 3 out of 10 against Brewmaster. He should free farm.
A 3 out of 10, would you say?
3 out of 10. Oh yeah, I just got it, man. Very, very nice one.
Top lane, they got the crush. And they've got the kill. Zot gets the first blood. He had a great time at the start of game 1. He's already picking up the kills in game 2.
You need to swap the lanes, honestly. Gyro top, you can't try lane offensively against a 10 of like suicide. Like, that's creep that you get level 1 is way too much to deal with, and I don't know why they chose to go aggressive tri lane. Very, very risky to me.
And we'll see how well it does pay off for them.
How's mid lane looking? Huskar is currently even, but it will get harder for the Ember as the levels rise, of course. Level 4 or 5, he can't really touch the lane anymore. The Flaming Spears is way too much damage for him here.
You can see already, he's having trouble.
If you can just stone someone like this on the high ground, the denies are just like way too strong to compensate for it now. You need to be able to kill this Huskar somehow. And they probably need to rotate with like 2 heroes, smoke rotation, something like that. But they're not getting any levels up. They're losing the lane really badly.
Got that Soul Ring now as well, Quinn, in the middle lane, so he can constantly spam the heal on himself.
And recently got buffed too, the inner vitality. I think they're early level. Not mistaken. Yeah, that's mana cost, less cooldown.
Well, find a DZ, he's not going to get too much chance to use it. In fact, he's tanking a lot of these arrows.
He might be dead.
7 stacks, he's gone. Not used to playing against the Huskar in the mid lane armor, as he gets an offensive tip as well from Pycat and PPD.
Where's CCNC's? He's usually the first one to do it before the people even
He's a very good boy.
Sometimes.
So I've seen this sometimes. You've been in a pub game with him.
I have. But yeah, I don't know how they address the Huskar at all. Like, they just don't have the levels to deal with him. Now he's possibly getting ganked by the Chen. If this Ember dies again, he's out of the game.
I mean, yeah, look at those CS. 17 for 13 against the 7-1. You're right. It's a necessary fault of the player. It's just a matchup. You can't do anything as an Ember Spirit.
It is impossible. He's struggling level 3 now. It was possible back then when you had the Iron Tail, but of course it's like a long pass. over a year now. Top lane, Slada is still farming much more than the Gyro.
Is I going to try and snipe the creep? No.
Well, he's soaked the XP at least.
That's true.
Yeah. Just annoy the Ember as much as they can, because they can't leave the fight on top. As I said, as a Sanking takes mid lane. This looks really funny, like, the Husker can literally just 1v2 them, they can't do anything to
They
him.
absolutely can't.
Yeah. Stands on the high ground and nobody can go there. They need to get this Gyro a really good game or they cannot deal with this Husker at all. Going top lane.
If they can get the kill, Cuckoo. Trying to hide in the trees, but it did PPD and Pycat. They're on the hunt. They'll find him. Bam! Crush from Pycat. Picks up a third kill for OpTic.
I'm really puzzled as to why they don't want to lane switch. This Gyro is the only solution they have to this Husker. And he doesn't have any... He's sitting at 1200. How many CS does he have? 9.
This has got to be so crushing for TNC. This opener to the game. Like, what do they do? You can see already. Armel just ferrying Sal's out to himself as he hits the neutral camps. He does not want to go near that mid lane. Level 3 on the Ember at the moment compared to level 6 on CCNC. This is
very rough.
It is. Definitely one of those games where, I mean, we've all seen the CCNC smile. He's absolutely got it on at the moment whilst he's playing this Huskar game.
I love this. He bought his own sentry ward because the Sanking would just sit mid lane with a sandstorm and he doesn't want to have any of it.
Look at that, CCNC.
Very nice play. He bought his own sentry ward. Very fan of that, yeah. And there's the tip.
There we go.
Bad boy comes out.
Only a 25 tip though. Pycat will not be proud.
13. Okay, he's gonna get a lot more money after this tournament to invest.
True. They're having a good run down in the low bracket in this second game. And first of the series looking off to a hot start for OpTic. Damage tries for a slap onto PPD. PPD's got the stick charges. They have control for the Centaur from Zai into the Crush. Pretty beefy Sam to chase him. Right click him down. Armel does come in with a rotation. Jumps forward with a sleight of fist. Pycat able to slither away though. The tower hit will finish him. OpTic are able to get the kill onto the Brew. Can PPD get himself back to safety? It looks like he can as he pots the Fairy Fire, and Armel taking a lot of damage in fact from Zai. Just right clicking him, bullying the Ember back off. So a 1-for-1, but it is TNC's offlaner going down and trade for it. Well, for Pycat, I guess, on that Slada. So, it's probably the best thing that's happened for TNC so far this game.
I mean, Armel is doing everything he can. He obviously can't stay mid lane. Jungling is not really an option. When you see a level 4 Ember rotate, you know you're in a very, very tough position. Finally, they did change the lanes though, so Gyro's gonna be able to pick up the level 6, maybe get some rotations going with that. I don't know. He's gonna have armor soon on Huskar, 1,000 gold away from it, and after that, how do you kill this guy? You need 5 heroes to kill him. You actually need 5. You need the Brewmaster to dispel his inner vitality, and then you stand a chance and kill him.
And the thing is, well, they don't have any heroes that really want to be building like a Silver Edge, so there's not going to be sort of that break coming out from any of the cores on TNC's lineup down the line.
The best bet you have later in the team fight, you really just dispel this inner vitality, because that's the main tool for him to stay alive.
Up top. Quick catch onto Sam H, looking to punish this Brew as much as they can before he hits that level 6. Backup will come in the form of Cuckoos. He drops down the kinetic field, and Sam H, can he get himself away? One more blast comes through. It's not enough to kill him, as Sam H will be saved by Cuckoo's TP reaction.
Okay, Brewmaster's level 6 soon. They will have to play around him. They're already tri-laning top, leaving the Gyro solo bottom. He's actually in a very big danger right now. Or rather in 100 gold. When he has Helm of Dominator, he has ultimate available as well. He'll probably just solo kill his Gyrocopter and take the tower. Gonna put on a lot of pressure, but they need to play around the Brewmaster right now. He's gonna be level 6 soon. In fact, in 1 creep.
There we go.
And then they probably just want to rotate middle with like a 2 or 3 man smoke. Use the Brew ult to try to kill the Huskar. Gonna be rough though.
It really is. As you said, that sort of mid game where 33 and CCNC can run at people themselves. It's going to be very hard for TNC to hold those cores away from their own.
It's going to be very hard for the Brewmaster to decide who to spin up, because you want to do it on a Lycan, but you also want to do it on a Huskar. So who do you really want to do?
Sam H does walk in towards the mid lane, showing himself.
They didn't do the smoke rotation they thought they would do. They just literally walk middle. Very interesting. They're technically just doing wasted movement right now. Wasted movement basically being you don't achieve anything, you don't farm anything, you don't get any XP. Also to take any objectives.
Pycat. That's the Crush, they're actually going to miss it. Close the gap onto Tim's.
Not be able to read. Gyrocopter has to go back to base. Level 5.5. Lycan's gonna start pressuring the bot tower, and I don't really have any answer to him right now either. Honestly, the only place I can make it is top lane. And that's very, very hard right now.
TCNC, the armlet. It's going to be a 9-minute armlet on this Huskar.
Boots and Magic 1. Usually have like a naked armlet but he's very fast. He just had free farm, 33 denies of course. Teammate would be proud.
Yeah. There we go. All the levels as well, of course. It's getting level 10 at the 9-minute mark too, Black.
What about the Ember? Apparently scratching level 7.
I see that Radiant just fortified their structures.
I would really like to know the win of Ember versus Huskar. Must be tremendously low.
It's not a fun matchup to play.
Yeah. Even if you shackle him, you can just ult out of it because you ult with this spell basically.
On mid lane, CCNC, he gets the range onto Raven, just jumps in immediately, and there's nothing that Raven can do to peel him off. And CCNC stands his ground, turns towards the second as Savage is coming, he just get the primal split off. Over towards CCNC, they do at the burrow strike, can they kill him? They can. Big kill for TNC being able to take that one down at the same time. The top armor was able to get in on PPT, so TNC will be able to find some kills, maybe even some more. Zai gets caught out by the stun, burrow strike from Tim, they get themselves another. Highcat is looking for the chase down onto Sam H, but the thunderclap slow off. Cat will not be able to sprint that one down, but 33, he is ready to chase. He's coming across with that shapeshift. The army chasing in onto Sam. Sam trying to taunt his way back to safety, but the crush from Pikeout will seal the deal. Raven now also in trouble, but he's got a haste rune. And that will keep him alive there. Lucky with the runes there.
A slight overcommitment from CCNC, baiting his teammates into like a very bad fight. Whereas Ruben got killed top lane, just taking his team.
He may get killed again. Yeah. L. Cuckoo and Raven will take him down once more. TNC, despite the odds, finding these favorable trades off the back of quite a tricky laning stage.
Trades, however, you lost 2 tier 1 towers for it. And I think they can defend the top tower if they really choose to. So, they should definitely defend the tower though. Don't give it up for free. There's no reason to. Rubik running top. Does nobody have a TP on their side right now?
Dire's top tower is not on
Look
top
like it.
of things.
See where they rotate 60 now. As you said, they're taking the...
Probably bot. They just want to take all towers.
Just take all the
right now.
yeah.
Take all towers, take Roshan, and then you want to go high ground.
I mean, pretty much what we saw them be able to do against TNC last game. They just have full control of the map. Made it very hard for TNC to get out.
It might be even quicker this game, honestly. They have both the Lycan as well as the Husk there. They're gonna threaten high ground right now to force the TNC guys back. And honestly, if they lose any heroes here, they could actually take high ground and Rex right now.
On top lane, arm out. Is diving for PPT, but as you say, this is sort of just attention being drawn away from bottom lane because CCNC, he's straight in on top of Sam H. Sam H sort of baited him in. In fact, CCNC again diving deep. Can he keep himself alive? The static storm is on him, but he's standing his ground. CCNC toppling his way around the thunder strikes, jumps forward, looking for a third, and he'll get it. Triple kill for CCNC. Again, the armlet toggle before the burrow strike comes in. CCNC. Very nicely done there, and that's going to open up the bottom full set of racks. 12 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed casting with you. I'll see you next series.
Oh my goodness, the Huskar pick, it's a dirty one. It's a necessary on OpTic Gaming, of course, a team that is not messing around here in this lower bracket. These series, I mean, for both sides, of course, as we say, TNC also potentially could have been on the road to getting towards that top 2 and getting themselves a spot in the top 8 of the DPC. But at the moment in this game too, it's looking like OpTic are going to be the ones to get that one step further. Of course, that one series for both of these teams, whoever does make it out of this best of 3, still winning ahead to have to play against Virtus Pro.
Just looking back at the Rex bottom, the only way they defended is if they're all 5, but there were only 3 there. And you saw the Huskar, he had 100 health a couple of times. There's +1 hero, he will actually die, and they will be able to mount some sort of base defense. It won't be great, it won't be pretty, but at least you don't lose your Rex that early into the game. Because right now, bot lane is always going to push in. As soon as somebody shows bottom, they can just take Roche whenever they want to. Which they thought they'd do right now.
They did think it was there. Thought that OpTic were going for it. Now OpTic off the back of seeing those ults used, they're going to look to try and fight. 33. Heading in with the chase. He's got his eyes on Raven. Now squishy up Gyrocopter, and Raven is trying to run, but he cannot hide. As the Lycan will chase him down. Raven does get up to the high ground. The homing miss up. will hold back 33, and he's now lost the ult. Goes for the TP out, not going to make it. Tims is there to cancel it, as 33 will fall, diving a little too far. The rest of his team not quite able to chase with him at the speed that he was going, but now Pycat jumps forward. CCNC there as well to burst down Tims.
Yeah, he got a bit over-eager there. Of course, he's like, you know, nobody can really stop me, and nobody could until his ult, his duration ran out. Then he got changed and just died.
Back to Roche they go.
It doesn't really matter, yeah. There's a free Roche now, give it to the Husker, and then it's high ground time again. They could potentially take the tier 2, tier 1 and tier 2 top first if they wanted to. They're gonna contest the Roche.
TNC's heading over, but it's all been spotted out. Pycat. Let's get the two-man crusher. They are surrounding him, and they will. Oh, the Simba. It's there. They don't even kill Pycat.
That is team communication right there. Can you send me back? Yes, okay. Okay, thank you.
And it's good, as pointed out, I believe by Griff is on the camera at the moment. Kuku did have glimpse, so he could have potentially glimpsed that, couldn't he?
Maybe he didn't see it.
I guess he didn't see it. As you said, sometimes the animation is amongst the chaos, amongst sort of the Ember standing on top of him with the flame guard. You're not quite aware that that sendback's happening.
And they have no way to purge it this game other than the Brewmaster split.
Yeah.
You don't really want to commit it there, you know? A starter jumping before heroes, you're like, okay, it's just a free kill. Not so much if there's a 10 on the other side. Ember trying to build into a Veil. He has 2 null talismans now. Still missing a full 100 for that. Bottom 5 of TS. Honestly, if you take out the star player of TNC like that, it's not a surprise that they're struggling. Yeah, and he had no chance at all. That matchup is just impossible. It's like 10-0 probably.
It's a Huskar game. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, on the plus side, sometimes you see these games, you feel, oh, it's so rough for the teams playing against Huskar. But to sort of sweeten it, we've seen TNC in the past do Huskar things. You know, they're sort of getting their.
They know what the hero does.
They know what it does.
Yeah.
They've done it to people in the past themselves, so.
They won't feel too salty about
They're getting a taste of their own medicine here.
Yeah.
As CCNC, of course, just having an incredibly free time this game on the Huskar. And no answer for it in lane. And then now OpTic hitting all the timings. And they've just got a perfect lineup to sort of abuse that strength that a Huskar can have at this stage. That whole team offers so much. Having Pycat on this Slardar, it just, the timings make sense. TNC, they will jump forward, talking about Pycat, getting the opening up to him straight away, but Pycat gets the crush up onto Armel. We'll get one of the Static Storm pop down, but CCNC jumps in, takes apart one of them. Pycat will fall. CCNC has been sent up in the air, as Tims does also burrow strike onto 33 to hold back the Lycan temporarily. PPT walks himself away from Armel. Armel runs to the side, but look who's here. 33 is around to finish off the Ember Spirit. Pycat jumping in again with the crush onto Sam H. CCNC pounces forward as well. And they just can't take the fights here, TNC, as OpTic Gaming in this game 2. They just look to continue on this road to what seems to be a free Huskar win.
Yeah, I mean, he ulted the Huskar twice in that fight. He was basically a non-factor, and they still lost the fight. Did anyone even die for OpTic?
Pycat fought back. Pycat did die, but diving tier 4, CCNC.
Might as well.
He's going in. He's feeling cocky, he's feeling confident, and he rightfully can do so. He's got the agent.
Just go back to the Rex now. You had to fast finish the game. BKB on the courier, coming.
Jumps himself forward.
BKB on the courier.
He's backing off. There we go. Stands his ground, turns towards Sam H. Sam H. Took down incredibly low to those arrows. Could he get back to base? They got the racks back. That's a second set of racks, 17 minutes in. Tims is going to win the burrow strike. Pycat may be in trouble again, as they will get Pycat, but the pace of the game and the fact that this pace of the game has been played by OpTic, even when they lose Pycat, he's only down for 40 seconds, so it doesn't matter for the way that they want to play this game at all. Everything going to plan. PPD with the master draft, just securing these wins that it is. It's a perfect draft, and TNC just weren't ready for it at all. They finished the draft with the Brewmaster, sort of wanting to go for the fact that they can make CCNC at least miss with the haze and such, but it's not doing anything for them.
I do not understand why they didn't hold their mid for last like they did yesterday. They would just do it twice in a row, and they had a lot of success with like Armel having the counter pick. But rather than that, he gets counter picked now and he can't perform at all. Like their star player is completely taken out of the game.
Oh, look at this. They're diving by tier 4 towers, and TNC still can't punish it. because of the hero
BKB very
composition.
timely. Without that BKB, he would have gotten glimpsed back. Would have been in trouble. But just got the BKB in time and no problem whatsoever. Doing the smoke around. 3-3 as well as Pika coming in from the side. Probably want to burst on Brewmaster before he can ult, or even Disruptor.
See, Pika. And up top Sam H, he's trying to get the Ornament out. Telekinesis is there, the stolen change, but it's not up. Sam H will still be able to get off the primal split, but CCNC diving in towards Armel. Armel gets himself back in the fountain. Fortifications pop. Tim's ready to jump forward with the burst break. Kempy will manage to get himself on top of the side, but look, CCNC and Popcat still standing behind the rack, fighting on. Static Storm is down onto CCNC. He's been rid of it. They will actually manage to kill off the Huskar. They do get the Huskar, now TNC. Can they find anything more at this? Pycat very deep. Will miss the crush. OpTic Gaming are going to lose the Slardar as well. As TNC do put a stop momentarily to OpTic Gaming shenanigans. In fact, with the jump forward, they're going to get another. PPD can't get himself out of this one.
I mean, it doesn't matter too much right now that they did it once, but another fight or two like this, Gyro can get up to items and then he can actually fight the Huskar. I don't know why they keep diving the T4 towers. It's like the third time that they're doing it now. Just hit the Rex together, or like power in this case.
They are getting a little dark heavy, aren't they? Yeah.
They are very, they're feeling it right now.
Yeah.
A bit too much. The PPD whip needs to come out, get some discipline, because you just want to finish this game cleanly, right? It is TI on the line after all. You shouldn't ever be put into a bad position because you're having fun or diving the base.
You've got to play against Virtus Pro the next series. You know, you don't want to be in sort of a messy around, winning a game. You need to take this seriously.
I agree. They could have ended it 2 pushes ago, to be honest. There's no need to ever dive tier 4 towers. If they don't want to defend, take the base. After Mega Creep, you can literally do whatever you want. But we also know Dota's never over until the throne is down. Keep feeding a couple more times, the Gyrocopter can mount the comeback for sure.
I mean, as you say, though, it is going to still take a couple more times of
like,
feeding. You know, one more fatal push, they're probably fine by the second. That's when the swing around comes. There's no doubt about it. OpTic's still in an incredibly strong position. Sam H getting jumped on and immediately gets melted. So buyback straight away. Tims will fall. He also steps back for CCNC with the BKB, stands his ground, gets the triple kill, looks towards Armel, who remnants up to the high ground. Again, trying to escape from the onslaught that OpTic Gaming is bringing. As they've lost Raven. Raven does not have buyback on the Gyrocopter. They are looking towards the racks OpTic. They're not messing around this time. CCNC will take Tims as he presents himself on the front, gets sent up in the air by Sam H's primal split. They're trying to control 33, but they've lost the top melee racks. CCNC healing himself up, now looking to fight through the primal split, but it's all going away from TNC. The full set of racks top. CCNC casually picking up a rampage as they'll look for even more kills. The GG is called. They just could not do it against the Huskar. PPD's mastermind works out as OpTic Gaming are moving on with a very easy game 2. As I say, a lot of it down to PPD and his draft there in that game. And of course, happiness around for OpTic. But they've got a tough series ahead of them. They have got a tough series ahead of them, but they're one step closer to making it into the top 8 at the DPC at least. Was needing the top 4 here at the Dota2 Supermajor. End of the line here for TNC. They had some great games here on LAN, but they did also have some pretty disappointing ones, and some draft issues as well. How do you feel?
Yeah, ultimately the team is very